Okay, let's go.
Hey there, welcome back to the channel. If you're here, chances are you're feeling the weight of credit card debt and wondering if there's a way out without drowning in interest. You've probably heard the buzz about using a line of credit to pay off credit card debt. Sounds simple, right? But is it really the best solution for you? Let's break it down. First things first, you're not alone. In fact, credit card debt is one of the most common financial struggles people face today. The interest rates on credit cards can be brutal, sometimes climbing as high as 20% or more. But then, along comes the tempting idea of using a line of credit to pay it off. It sounds like a slick move. Get access to some cash, pay off those high-interest credit cards, and save money in the process. But before you sign up for that line of credit, let's explore whether this is truly a smart move or just a shiny distraction. What is a line of credit? A line of credit, or LOC, is essentially a pool of funds that a lender makes available to you. It's like a credit card with a bit more flexibility. You don't get the entire amount up front. Instead, you borrow what you need, and you only pay interest on the amount you use. Think of it as a safety net for larger purchases or emergencies. But here's the catch. It usually comes with a lower interest rate compared to credit cards, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's always the best option. So, should you use it to pay off credit card debt? Let's look at this from a couple of angles. On the surface, it seems like a smart move. If you're paying, say, 20% interest on your credit card, and you can take out a line of credit at, let's say, 8%, well, that's a big win, right? You save money on interest, and your monthly payments might go down. This is especially appealing if you've racked up high-interest debt over time. But before you run to the bank, take a step back and ask yourself, what's the long-term play here? Pros of using a line of credit. 1. Lower interest rates. As I mentioned earlier, lines of credit generally offer a lower interest rate compared to credit cards. This can save you significant money over time, especially if you're stuck with high-interest debt. 2. Flexible repayment terms. With a line of credit, you have more flexibility when it comes to repayment. You can choose how much to pay each month, which can provide some breathing room compared to rigid credit card minimum payments. 3. Consolidation of debt. If you have multiple credit cards with different interest rates, using a line of credit could allow you to consolidate all your debt into one place. This makes tracking your payments easier and reduces the likelihood of missed payments or late fees. But is it too good to be true? There are definitely some downsides to this strategy, and they can sneak up on you. Let's take a look. Cons of using a line of credit. 1. Risk of accumulating more debt. Here's where things can get tricky. If you have a line of credit available, it can be easy to fall back into the habit of spending. You pay off the credit cards, but now you've got a new pool of money at your disposal. If you're not careful, you could end up right back where you started, or worse, deeper in debt. 2. Variable interest rates. Unlike credit cards that often have fixed rates, at least at first, many lines of credit come with variable interest rates. This means that while you might start off with a low rate, it can change over time, potentially increasing your payments when you least expect it. 3. Fees and penalties. Some lines of credit charge annual fees, or they might come with penalties if you exceed your credit limit or miss a payment. These fees can add up, making your debt even more expensive. The big question, can you handle it? Before you make the decision to use a line of credit, you've got to be honest with yourself. Are you truly ready to tackle your debt in a responsible way, or are you simply using this as a quick fix? If you don't have a clear plan for how you're going to avoid racking up more debt, a line of credit might just end up being another tool for temporary relief, not a permanent solution. Think of it like this. Imagine you have a leaky bucket. If you just keep adding water without fixing the leak, you'll never stop the flow. A line of credit can be a helpful tool, but it's not going to help if you're not addressing the underlying issue, your spending habits. Alternatives to using a line of credit. If you're looking for a way out of credit card debt, it's worth considering other options, like 1. Debt. Snowball. This method involves paying off your smallest debts first, then moving on to bigger ones. It's motivating and can give you the momentum you need to keep going. 2. Debt avalanche. If you want to save more money on interest, consider tackling your highest interest debt first, then moving down the list. 3. Balance transfer. Some credit cards offer 0% interest on balance transfers for an introductory period. This can be a good strategy if you're confident you can pay off the debt within that time frame. 4. Debt consolidation loan. If you have a good credit score, you might be able to consolidate your debts into one loan with a lower interest rate than your credit cards. Final thoughts. So, should you use a line of credit to pay off credit card debt? It can be a good option, but only if you're disciplined enough to avoid falling into the same trap again. Lower interest rates and more flexible terms can make a real difference, but you have to make sure you're not just trading one set of problems for another. As with any financial decision, the key is to be proactive, make a solid plan, and be realistic about your habits and goals. If you're still unsure, it might help to consult with a financial advisor who can give you personalized advice based on your specific situation. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you used a line of credit to pay off debt? Or are you thinking about it? Drop your comments below and let's talk about it. And as always, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more personal finance tips coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.